Hi everyone. I'm getting stage fright all of a sudden. We're gonna be reading Iron Flame. We're gonna try it once again because last time we were interrupted very rudely by my sister, who's also here today. Say hello, sister.
Hello.
We'll be reading Iron Flame as a Boertjie, and like I said in the previous video, Boertjie is a South African farmer, but they have this tendency or the stereotype to have this type of accent where they talk like this and they can't speak English very proper because they only speak Afrikaans. I are lighting a candle. Jassie. It is gebruik. Beautiful. Okay, so in the previous page, we learned that violence is very...
So in the previous page, we started in be confident speech. Go.
So in the previous page, we learned that Violet is very surprised that her boyfriend, her brother is alive. So we're gonna finally be reading page number 2. So let me get into the accent. Okay. He's just so him, and yet he looks different from what I remember. His brownish red curls are cropped close to his skull instead of waving over his forehead, and there's no lingering softness in his angles of his face, which now has tiny lines at the edges of his eyes. But that smile, those eyes, it's really him. And this one condition being me eating something before he takes me to my dragons is the most Brennan move ever. Not the turn ever what. Okay, I say turn. How you say it?
Turn.
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 Okay, but the South African Boertjie would say turn. Now that turn ever waits for permission, which means how must turn sound? Because this is his voice now.
Really deep, really deep.
I do think you need to eat something. Taran's low, arrogant voice fills my head. Yeah, I reply in kind, mentally reaching out for Adarna again as one of the kitchen workers hurries by, offering a quick smile to Brennan.
Okay, nou begin skiet met dit as ek kan.
Hey, you kan my nie skiet nie, My sister has a nerve gun, right? And she's trying to skit my hierso. Luister, don't skit my. There's no sorry, wrong accent. There's no response from Adarna, but I can feel the shimmering bone between us. Now it's no longer golden like her scales. I can't quite get a mental picture, but my brain is still a little groggy. She's sleeping again, which isn't odd after she uses up all her energy to stop time. Okay, so this is Brennan's voice now. I think he sounds very, very South African Boertjie. You've barely said a word, you know. Brennan tilts his head just like he used to when he was trying to solve a problem. It's kind of creepy. Watching me eat is creepy, I counter out after I swallow, my voice still a little hoarse. He takes a huge bite. Guess his appetite is still the same, which is oddly comforting. Consider it a 21st birthday present. Thank you. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much. That's not how we all say it.
How are we say it?
We are say thank you. You said thank you. It's thank.
But I'm also trying to do her voice. It's
thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
My sister says I'm saying it wrong. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. I slept right through my birthday. Zaiden's cousin, Boertjie, strides into the kitchen, dressed in uniform, his arms in a sling, and his cloud of black curls freshly trimmed. Lieutenant Colonel...
No.
What?
Zaiden doesn't have any curls.
No, Zaiden's cousin.
Yes, continue, sorry.
Zaiden does have curls.
Zaiden does, I know.
Yes, Zaiden has blonde hair and a little bit...
Zaiden does not have blonde hair.
Yes.
No. He does not.
Wow. I'm asking Zaiden not have blonde hair.
Yes, it what?
Brown.
Yes, and it curly but not little
Like
bit.
a prime. I love my
It's not called a prime.
What's it called? Primer.
No, man, what's it called? Yeah. forgot. That's okay. Continue.
Okay, sorry, here it goes once more. This is Boudie's voice. Lieutenant Colonel Asararara. Okay, I'm South African now, remember, I don't know how to read. And I'm struck again at how closely he resembles a softer version of Zayden, with his blonde, permed hair.
No, it's not blonde and it is called a perm.
Yeah.
No, it's not blonde.
Oh, it's not primer, it's perm.
Yes, it's a perm.
Perm.
He's not blonde.
Yes?
No. I strictly believe that you can shape your book characters however you want to.
Yeah, now why are you attacking me?
I don't want you to make him blonde. He's not blonde. He's nice and brown.
Nice and brown. Okay. Moenie my skiet nie. With a nod to my brother, turns and leaves. Baskiaf, another rider here. How many are there? Exactly how big is this revolution? Wait, you're a lieutenant colonel? And who is Asagragr? I ask. Yeah, because that is the most important inquiry to make. I had to change my last name for obvious reasons. And you'd be amazed at how fast you get promoted when everyone above you continues to die. He says, then reads the letter and curses, shoving it into his pocket. I have to go meet with the assembly now, but finish your biscuits and I'll meet you in the hall in half an hour and take you to your dragons. All traces of the temple of the laughing older brother are gone, and in their place is a man I barely recognize. An officer I don't know. Brennan may as well be a stranger. Without waiting for me to respond, he scrapes his chair back and strides out of the kitchen. Sipping my milk. Why are you drinking milk? I think you should only have milk and Oreos.
I actually don't care what you think.
Sipping my milk, I stare at the empty space my brother left across from me. Chair still pulled out from the table as though he might return at any moment. I swallow the remaining biscuit stuck in the back of my throat and lift my chin, determined not to ever sit and wait on my brother to return again. Aww. Me casually taking up my chat. I push up from the table and head after him, out of the kitchen and down the long hall. As I come to, whoa! The sweeping polished double staircase with their detailed banisters rise 3, now 4 more floors above me. I'd been too focused on my brother to pay attention earlier, but now I blatantly gawk at the architecture of the enormous space. Each landing is slightly offset from the one below, as though the staircase climbs toward the very mountain this fortress is carved into. There's no perspective, which pretty much feels like a metaphor for my entire life right now. That's very sad. She says she has no meaning in life.
That's not what she said. That's not what she said.
Yes, she says she has no perspective.
That means she doesn't know what's happening. She's so confused. That's all she said. She didn't know, man.
It's okay. She's lost.
Yes, but that doesn't
But
mean...
you have to get lost to get found.
Okay.
That was so deep. That was so deep. Oh, goodness. I continue to stride through the main hall of the house, eventually picking up the sound of voices from a room across the way, where one of 2 large ornate doors is pitched open. As I approach, I immediately recognize Brennan's voice, and my chest tightens at the familiar timbre. Swing your body round and round.
Book.
That's not going to work. That's Brennan's voice, right? That's not going to work. Oh, that's Brennan. That's not going to work. Brennan's deep voice echoes. You see, deep voice. I was right. Next
Good
suggestion.
job.
I make it through the massive foyer, ignoring what look to be 2 other wings off to the left and right. This place is astounding. Half palace, half home, but entirely a fortress. The relics, magical marks the children of the executed rebellion officers carry, somehow masked them from Malcolm's signet. Do you say signet?
Sign it.
Nou gewees.
It's sign
Nou
it.
gewees.
It's a sign it.
That makes sense. Sign.
A signet.
No. Signet.
Sign it. No, it's a sign. Sure, just read, man. Just read.
Signet.
No.
You made me lose my. Whoa. She want to shoot me again with that gun of hers.
It was not. It is.
You made me so in my heartie.
Yeah!
We're doing so good this time. We're doing so good because we are so far now. So far.
Okay.
Yes.
So proud.
So here we go again.
Yes.
The relics, magical marks. So I must read with more enthusiasm.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Let me show you how enthusiastic I can be. Okay. The relics, magical marks the children of the executed rebellion officers carry. There are certain aspects of Ryerson House, from its defensible position carved into the mountainside to its cobblestone floors and steel-enforced double doors in the entryway, that reminds me of Basquiat. But that's where the similarities end. There's actual art on the walls here, not just busts of warriors displayed on stands. And I'm pretty sure that's an authentic Poromish tapestry hanging across the hall from where Boertjie and Imogen stands in the open doorway. Why are you making lookies for me? Wait, how do you read Imogen? How do you read Imogen?
Imogen!
There is no way you read Imogen.
It's Imogen! Imogen! That's why I didn't recognize you when you read Imogen. It's Imogen.
Imogen.
It's Aresia.
No.
It's Signet.
Yes, maybe Aresia. Because it sounds hard. Like
Also, what's the cousin's name? I don't understand.
Boertjie. Boertjie.
Let me
Boertjie.
some technical difficulties. Yeah, buddy.
She's saying once more that I cannot read. Again.
I'll shoot you in your face. Again.
It are Imogen, because it must sound hard. She's a hard character. Imogen booked. No, I'm just misread. Okay?
I have purse. I
I have purse, I have boots. Okay, it's time for our new segment called What's That Grammar? So I'm going to say a bunch of words and my sister must guess what the word to say. But I'm going to say it in a very thick accent, South African accent. Okay. I'm going to find the very difficult word in this story. Okay. And then I'm going to butcher it as much as I can. Verstaan?
comprende.
Tanin. Tanin. Tanin.
Turning.
Nou, tufts of tanin kry. Tanin.
Ta.
Tanin.
Tats up.
Tanin.
Tats. Turning. Did I say that already?
You already said that you have 2 lives left. No, it's not turning. Turning.
Give me a hint.
Okay.
Turning.
Wow, you got it.
Yeah! Wow!
Thank you for joining us at this very cool segment called Guess That Grammar.
Now let's do one more.
Okay, my sister said we must do one more and I will give her what she wants. But I'm going to say this one and you're just going to know what it is. So I'm not going to say that one. It are trout.
Trout.
No, 2 lives left. Trout. Yeah, no, the place where you shot me many times.
Let
She
me do it
shot me
again.
with a gun of it.
Let me do it again. Yes.
No, she wants to. She wants to, Moos. Payback. Kan jij niet, please? Wacht. I wasn't ready. I was.
I almost couldn't breathe here so much I was laughing. So much I was enjoying your pain. Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us in this segment called Guess That Grammar. I left off where Imogen went. That's exactly what she did. Okay, this is a random character. Someone has to state the obvious. An older man with an eye patch and a hawkish nose says from the far end of a table that consumes the length of the 2-story room. That is exactly what I imagine that guy to sound like. He looks like a pirate, but he sounds like a teenage boy. Oh, here's the part. Tufts of thinning grey hair frame the deep lines in his lightly tanned, weathered skin. His jowls.
Oh, brother!
Let's play. Spell that word. Das word. Come look. Now I admit I cannot read. Das word.
Jowls?
You also don't know.
It's jowls.
There you go. You must say it with confidence. Jowls. What the heck is jowls?
Maybe if you read a line or two, you'll find out, like you always do.
His jowls hanging down like a wild wildebeest. They're saying wildebeest, but now he's saying jowls hanging low, and
Sounds like balls.
obviously we're talking about
Tennis balls. Rugby balls.
Rugby. I am a Boertjie and I play rugby for my life. Go Springbokke. Look, the table could easily accommodate 30 people, but only 5 sit along one side, all dressed in rider black. Perched slightly ahead of the door at an angle where they'd have to turn fully to see us, which they don't. Brennan paces in front of the table, but not an angle he can easily spot us either. But here he is, laughing, breathing, currently glaring at the map of the continent on the long wall. And standing in front of that map, one arm leaning against a massive chair as he stares down the table at its occupants is, can you guess?
Imogen.
No. It's like one of the main characters.
Zayden.
He looks good, even with his bruises marring.
I believe he looks good.
With his blonde hair.
Stop it.
He looks good, even with his bruises marring the tawny brown skin, under his eyes from lack of sleep.
Yeah, he does.
I'm so scared that he's going to say that he has brown hair. The high slabs of his cheeks, the dark eyes that usually soften when you got excited there. The dark eyes that usually soften whenever they meet mine. The scar that bisects his brow and ends beneath his eye. The swirling, shimmering relic that ends at his jaw. And the carved lines of the mouth I know as well as my own all add up to make him physically freaking perfect to me. And that's just his face. His body? Somehow even better. And the way he uses it when he has me in his arms. And I love touching his golden yellow permed hair. Okay. Now she wants to shoot me once again. Listen. I'm not ready. You literally just aim for the same freaking spot every time. Oh my goodness. Because she's shooting me the whole time.
Because his hair is not blonde and it's not geperm.
Then what's it?
Natural and brown.
Is it wavy? I'd accept if it's wavy.
I've seen so many fan image drawings. It's brown. His hair is brown. And it's little
I'm probably going to make a lot of these Iron Flame fans very angry by saying that his hair is blonde.
Are you purposely saying that it's blonde?
No, it's not purposely. I don't remember the description.
No, are you purposely? What are you reading? Are you reading blonde perm hair? What are you reading?
I might have added that in.
What is that? Let me see it.
No, it's not there. We're just at the end of the sentence. I just added it in.
It's blonde perm hair.
No, it's not there.
It's not there. Because it's brown. It's brown and it's little wavy curly.
You know what? I will die on the hill. Even if the...
Yes, you will, and I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you on that bloody hill. Read. I want to know what goes on with Zayden.
Okay. Aren't you happy Zayden's back in the picture?
Stop it.
Nope! I shake my head and cut off my thoughts right there.
Cut off my throat, right?
I Wat is my vrou te right here? Zayden may be gorgeous and powerful and terrifyingly lethal, which shouldn't be the turn.
How long is this going to take?
Which shouldn't be the turn on it are. But I can't trust him to tell me the truth about, well, anything, which really hurts, considering how pathetically in love with him I are.
Yes.
Okay, this is Zayden's voice. Now that's, ooh, can I say your name?
It's no.
I'll cut that out. Sister, what does Zayden sound like?
It's very low, very.
Oh, sick. Very.
Very like this, just like this.
And what is the obvious?
There must be very little vocal cords, more.
Perfect. And what is the obvious thing you need to state, Major Ferris? Zayden asks, his tone completely, utterly bored. Wow, you described him perfectly. It are an assembly meeting, Boertjie whispers to me. Oh, it are an assembly meeting, Boertjie whispers to me. Only a quorum of 5 is required to call a vote. So it's all 7 or all. She wasn't breathing. I must, please. I dropped her book. This isn't my book, this is my sister's book. I'm sitting in her room. Please don't shoot me. Please. Oh. Ja, ek kom vir jou. Kan ek jou skiet? I ask permission. Yes, not in my throat. Ek pick that one, Mark. Like I was Zayden.
Like a champ.
Like a champ.
No, Zayden wouldn't even flinch.
Did I flinch?
Yes.
Where was I now? Because you're laughing at my...
You were saying, I can't even hear what you were saying because I couldn't even hear. It sounded so... I don't even know. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I will just do normal. Sounds all safe. Or... Wait, what was Valet's voice again? Very high. Are we allowed to listen? Imogen. Meetings are open to whoever wants to attend. Imogen replies.
Imogen is a girl.
And we are attending the hallway? I ask. Yes. Imogen answers with no other explanation. Returning is the only option. Hooknose continues. Not doing so risk everything we're building here. Search patrols will come and we don't have enough riders. Who's this? A petite woman. It's a little hard to recruit while trying to stay undetectable. A petite woman with glossy black hair like a raven counters, the amber skin at the corners of her eyes. Oh my days. I don't like it when they use big words. My Afrikaans boertjie brain cannot read big words. This word is crinkling. Oh my days. Crinkling. I'm so sorry. Crinkling. The amber skin at the corners of her eyes crinkling as she glares down at the table at the altar man. Let's not get off topic, Trisa, Brennan says, rubbing the bridge of his nose. Our father's nose. Their resemblance is uncanny. No point increasing our numbers without a working force to arm them with weapons. Hooknose's voice rises above the others. We're still short a luminary, if you haven't noticed. Still working on a diplomatic solution. Brennan answers. There's no solution. I told you. The Viscount was never going to give it to us in the first place. Zayden replies. Well, he's definitely not going to trade with us now, she retorts, her gaze narrowing. Especially if you won't even contemplate his latest offer. He can go right off with his offer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Minder stem, yeah.
He can go right away with his offer. Whoa, I did it.
Beautiful.
He can go right away with his offer. Zayden's voice is calm, but his eyes have a hard edge that dares anyone at the table to disagree. As if showing these people that aren't worth his time, He steps around the arm of his massive chair, facing them, and settles into it, stretching his long legs and wrestling his arms on the velvet armrest, like he doesn't have a care in the world. The quiet that falls on this room is telling. Zayden commands as much respect from the assembly of this revolution as he does at Boertjie. I don't recognize any of the other riders besides Brennan, but I bet Zayden is the most powerful in the room, given their silence. Ooh, this is Taran. What does Taran sound again like? What is?
Amper presies soos Zayden.
But with more a booming sound.
Maar hy klink soos 'n god.
Oh,
So dit klink soos of hy in jou ja, presies.
Oh, now. Taran reminds me with the arrogance only 100 years of being one of the most formidable battle dragons on the continent can provide. Instruct the humans to bring you up to the valley once the politics are finished. As I said, I'm working on the diplomatic solution for the luminary. Brendan's tone sharpens, and we're so wildly off topic, I'm not sure this is the same meeting. I vote we take Boertjie as a luminary, Battle Axe suggests. If we're that close to losing this war, there's no other option. Zayden shoots Brennan a look that I can't decipher. Now breathe deeply as it eats me. He probably knows my own brother better than I do, and he kept him from me. Of all the secrets he hid, that's the one I can't quite swallow. And what would you have done with the knowledge had he shared it? Taran asks. Stop bringing logic into an emotional argument. I fold my arms across my chest. It's my heart that won't fully let my head forgive Zayden. We've been over that, Brennan says with finality. If we take Boertjie's forging device, then we agree, Faulkner says. Until we can supply the drifts, the cadets have to return. Oh, they're talking about us, I whisper. That's why we're standing out of their direct sight. Howdy notes. Brennan notes, glancing at the wide-shouldered brunette with olive skin and a single streak of silver in her hair, her nose twitching like a fox, sitting next to him. I was not swearing, that's a fox. I don't know. I'll shoot him. I'll shoot my own child. I'll shoot your own child if you shoot me. She's trying to shoot me.
You've done it before.
It was on accident.
You don't shoot a dog for accident.
No, the people are going to think bad of me. I was loading my gun and then the dog was in the way and then I accidentally flipped the gun and then it shot. Just like that. Thank you guys so much for watching and for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you enjoyed my video. I said video. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please join us next time, where I'm going to probably do another character in another voice in another book, and hopefully my lovely sister will join us once again. Do you want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye, Mensa. Bye, Mensa.
Bye-bye, Mensa. Bye-bye, Mensa. Bye, volle sadde.
Blooper. Want jy het eintlik het jy nou eintlik
Jy kry ook stage fright.
jy het nou eintlik 'n audience.
Ja, volle 6 viewers.
Sy eet jou. Hy neem nie. Hy neem.
Dis my baba. My sister was staring at me like Ons kan nie daai wys nie. My feet aren't free. I was wearing my sister's plucky. That's like 4 sizes too small for me. But it's bringing me comfort. Okay. Yo, that was the verkeerde voice. What was his voice again? Who was it? I told you. I don't know what this guy sounds like. There's too many people you saw. Large name. Hawk nose. Hawk nose. Hawk nose. Hawk nose. Whoa. Let me try again. Violet's voice. Okay. I can't remember this voice. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? She's who's this? I'm gonna give this person a new accent. Oh, I don't know what I'm reading. Brennan. As I said. Brennan. Let's not get
Meisje.
quiet on set.